Y'all already know that I don't fuck with TikTok. I made a few episodes about this before. But anyway, I'm Taz. This is security, privacy, and a lot of other bullshit. If you're wondering whether or not this is a KKK member hanging from the giving tree on my t-shirt, yes, absolutely it is. And speaking of hanging KKK members, let's talk about the US government, and TikTok. How did we go from banning the TikTok to maybe being in bed with TikTok, and then this whole Oracle thing and these partnerships? Like, what the fuck is really happening? What's happening is that the US and America is doing a very American thing. America doesn't want a foreigner to benefit off of the exploitation of its citizens, but rather it would like to exploit its citizens on its own and take advantage of all of the money it can make from the data that it's going to collect. What does that mean? What does it mean for us? There's a few entities within the government that still have TikTok banned. They want to push investigation behind TikTok, and they really believe that TikTok is Chinese spyware.
TikTok is owned by a tech company based in Beijing, and a growing chorus of U.S. lawmakers are now calling for an investigation into whether the app could pose a national security risk.
This is a threat to American security. When China has data on 110 million Americans, who knows what they do with it?
TikTok's terms and conditions says it collects user data, including your location, your IP address, and device information. You can also opt in to share your gender, your age, contacts, even payment information.
At the end of the day, it kind of is spyware. If you think about it, it has so much information on you, biometric information, facial recognition information, almost full access into the back end of your phone, into other apps, and what you're doing on your phone at all times. So pretty sketchy. Now, it's not that much different from what social media companies are doing in the US, but it's that advancement, it's the unknown, and it's the fact that, at least for the government, they say that it's a foreign entity. It wouldn't be a problem, though, for the government if we owned our portion of the data. And that's what the fight is back and forth right now. Trump has just been going back and forth with TikTok and saying, well, TikTok and ByteDance, if you don't sell the US its portion of data, which is every US citizen's data, right, that TikTok has, they were going to just continue restrictions around the application.
We're looking at TikTok. We may be banning TikTok.
President Donald Trump said late Friday he would sign an executive order to ban TikTok in the United States, ratcheting up the pressure on the Chinese owner to sell the popular short video app. The move would be the culmination of U.S. national security concerns over the safety of the personal data on TikTok, which is handled by Chinese company ByteDance.
One of the restrictions, and this was released on September 17th, I believe, and one of the restrictions is around not being able to access any upgrades, any bug fixes within the application itself. The second restriction is going to be released, I think, in November, and I read the brief. I interpreted this on my own. You can tell me whether or not you agree, but it's around the optimization of TikTok. And I believe what it's saying is that other entities or organizations that are currently partnered with TikTok and benefiting from a financial perspective aren't going to continue to be able to do so. This entire transaction goes to show how quickly the US is willing to react to things that have to do with capital, but how slowly they react to building policy that has to do with consumer data protection rights. They're very limited and barely exist in the US, and we're very, very, very behind. The antitrust hearings are a start, but still we're talking about capital there, and we're not talking about consumer data protection. But the US is okay with that as long as we own it. It's all about money right now, but how does it relate back to security and privacy, right? Think about what I talked about in the first episode as it relates to the surveillance state that we're in and this entire Orwellian situation, Black Mirror life, right? And the way technology is being used. Connected to the fact that the Chinese are very advanced in their surveillance technology, and then reel it back in around how much access TikTok has from a biometric perspective, facial recognition perspective, and just like full data of your movements. My goal with this show is constantly to give the same message, and it's to get you all curious. So ask questions, stay curious, consciously click, please. I'm Taz. This is security, privacy, and a lot of other bullshit. Because blah, 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 blah. I went off tangent. It's fine. That was good though. My beer is in this